What is a poor people habit you'll never stop doing, no matter how rich you get? Squeezing every last drop of toothpaste out of the tube. And then you cut that sucker open and get 2 more brushing sessions out of it. That's truly heroic. I'm going to try it. My grandmother would cut open the sugar bag to get all the last grains out before discarding the bag. My mother always felt guilty when she didn't do this. You shake the bag and can still hear some grains in there. First step before any non-staple purchase is an argument from myself as to why it isn't necessary. I was so proud the day my son gave me his list for college. He had divided the list into wants, and the other part was needs. He had one need, and the other items were wants bravo son. His roommates voted to promote deodorant from want to need. Leftover nuts and bolts and other hardware fasteners. Tools from new furniture kits, old broken appliances, etc. It goes to the garage so I can use it in 15 years. The high I experience when I get to properly use a piece of hardware from the leftovers bin. I was not a hoarder. After all, my scraps have a purpose now. Using grocery bags as trash bags. The bag of bags under the sink or the utility closet is sacred. I'm never going to waste food if I can help it. The fact that people casually throw away half of a meal is crazy to me, especially when it's at a restaurant where they paid a $100 plus bill. Turning lights off when I leave the room. It drives me nuts when people leave the lights on in rooms. My asshole dad got kicked out of a hotel in SoCal because he cranked the AC down to 50 degrees while it was 105 degrees outside. 3 different rooms in 3 consecutive days. So my in-laws let them stay at their vacation condo with one rule. Never ever turn the AC below 68 degrees. And if you leave, turn the HVAC off altogether. Easy, right? Nope. Cranked it down to 50 degrees, then took off for the entire day. Caused $10,000 wipeout repair job of the entire HVAC system. I pick up any coins found on the ground. Penny jar going strong. It's crazy how people look at me funny when I pick up a coin. Like, what fuck? It's money. Back in college, I worked in a pool hall. This old man and I, mean old, like 90-something, would come in every day and just watch people play pool. He would sit in his chair, smoke a cigar, and fall asleep. One day he came in all excited because he found 2 pennies in the parking lot. He said, "Can you believe people throw away money?" R.I.P. Ed. Looking for the best deal, not the cheapest, but best quality for price, and coupons. Buy it nice or buy it twice. Buy once, cry once. Collecting the complimentary soaps at hotels and keeping a stash of fast food napkins in my glove box. One, save your money, and the other is just practical and cheaper than buying tissues or paper towels. My dad had these habits, and I picked them up. He grew up poor, went to med school, and became pretty well off and renowned. The habits never stopped, though. If I use paper towels to just dry my clean hands, I don't throw it away right away if there's crumbs to clean up, or a spill. I use those same paper towels. Look at Richie Rich using paper towels to dry their hands, instead of just shaking them off and wiping them on their pants. Oh, look at Mr. Fancy Pants over here, having pants. Back in my broke-ass days, we blew on our hands until they were dry, and we liked it. Thrift shops and yard sales. If I did have a surplus of money, I'd rather spend it on things like travel or ways to treat myself, trying new food, beauty services, etc., than material items. Also, fast fashion and overproduction are terrible for the environment, so it makes me feel great to not fuel those industries. Yes, I found so many hidden treasures and cool and unique items in secondhand stores and at yard sales. That's something I'll never stop doing either. I also pick up furniture or other things of value that I find on the side of the road. Made a killing so far reselling some of the stuff I found. Wearing shirts that still fit me, even several years later. Clothes naturally graduate from going out purpose to worn outside, to houseware, to pajamas, to rags. Licking yogurt tops to maximize value. Rich, poor, you've still only got that one yogurt cup unless you're gonna crack a whole new one. That's a holdover from my disordered eating days. Damn it! I'm getting the whole 150 allotted calories out of this snack. Adding my sliver of soap to the new bar. Soap Welding FTW. Never stop buying instant noodles. Those have saved my life in my worst days when I only had $5 for a whole 2 weeks for my next paycheck, LOL. 100% this. I have about 6 packets for emergencies. Maruchan ramen noodles. He'll add green onions, celery, jalapeno, extra seasonings, and chicken. Really makes it taste loads better. I've been up and I've been down, and there's one thing that doesn't ever change. You always compare hotel rates. Yes, every time I plan a vacation, it's like I'm planning the invasion of Normandy. I make a spreadsheet of every possible variable, then shuffle them around until I'm confident I've gotten the best price. I'm working with a six-figure income, so I don't have to do that, but I can't bear the thought that I might have overpaid. I spent my 20s saving change in a jar so I could take an annual vacation to Six Flags. Old habits die hard, I guess. Sneaking snacks into the movie theater. Putting on at-home clothes once I get home. I didn't know this was a poor thing. Thought it was more a cultural thing. Check my bank account before I buy literally anything to see if I can afford it. Wish I didn't have to do that anymore. Sucks to be paycheck to paycheck. Don't forget to tell us about your habits in the comments. Check out our other videos, and we'll see you next time.